Hey guys, hello everyone. This is Profit Bytes live podcast, and I'm your host Artem. So welcome everybody who joined us today. Um, let's get started from the quick update on market news and what's happened in the crypto space as well as on stocks, and jump to the charts and take a look at price movements and recent developments around Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies and S&P 500. So um, for today, we got last week was quite big in terms of news. As you probably already know that Binance, Changpeng Zhao has been resigned from CEO of Binance. So now the new CEO, Richard Tang, is stepping in. So he already have some kind of plans on the Binance as well. So it is a pretty dense week for the crypto market. It was shaking around because of that, and we all know that well, people are waiting for this resolution because CESC they uh, they said that Binance has they made a lot of illegal transactions around the Binance exchange between American citizens and Iran citizens. So this is why they have this big um, fine, about $4 billion fine, and for now the new CEO is Richard Tang. So he was a former uh, global head of regional markets. So he is. Um, he said that he support finance leadership and all this kind of stuff, and he already making some progress. So they had a event, if I recall correctly, yesterday, and yeah, so they're pretty good for now. So there is some kind of another news that that CSC want to they want to shut down Binance in the same way as FTX. However, it is still in kind of rumors, but let's let's just keep an eye on this news because if something like this happened again, like with FTX, well, the market will respond um, respectively. So I think that we need to just follow up on this news uh, uh, while they are coming up. Okay, for Bitcoin, let's talk about Bitcoin. For Bitcoin is it is pretty much stuck around $37,000 price range. So currently we are in 37,000, and as you can see here on the chart, we are kind of sloping up in the price range. So we are forming something like ascending wedge, which is quite interesting pattern in terms of its position in the markets, especially if the market is bullish. At least Bitcoin seems like bullish. We since beginning of this year we only trending up, so we kind of say that locally in midterm we are in uptrend. So in uptrends, the ascending wedges like this, they are quite bullish as well. So many times I've seen on my experience that rising wedges like this had breakouts to the upside, but it is not often the case because usually a rising wedge and ascending wedge are bearish pattern. So we need to keep an eye on this development as well because it is quite important. And if some bad news coming from Binance and CSC that we are probably going to lose $36,000 mark. And $36,000 mark, it is really important right now, support level, which currently um, still holds. And if it holds well, then we are for sure going to be bullish in next month. Um, so yeah, I think that the price here is just making nonsense moves. It's just shaking around, making small move up, small move down. If you go and jump into intraday, let's say in intraday we are just in some kind of triangle here. You can see it from this perspective. This is small triangle here. So basically, triangles in such positions they are tend to be broken down. So if we go in to see, we have here this um, the height of the triangle of the base of triangle. So it probably will make the move in the same direction and in the same length as well. So we just simply put it down. So you can see that we are, if this triangle will be broken down, then we are probably going to 36,300. So 36,300 is pretty much in the range of the support of 36,000. So I think it counts as a support. So we're probably going to see some really good pullback around these levels. So it is for intraday. Jumping onto midterm chart on 4-hour chart, you can see that this kind of trend line you can just draw it in different ways, because if you're going to put this line like with most touches uh, with most touches around these levels, you're going to see that it exactly lines up with 36,300. Exactly lines up. So this is really good. And another thing which is important I have on the chart is EMA, moving averages, the exponential moving average 50, which is blue, and exponential moving average 200, which is red. On my observation, this EMA is working really good on Bitcoin particularly, because if we're going to scroll down through history of Bitcoin, jump into 2017, 2018, and all this kind of markets, we're going to see that this EMA supports price really well, especially on 4-hour time frame. Uh, just simply use it as a support and resistance lines. It will give a pretty good and solid basements for trades and for taking profits in some ways, and mostly for the good entries. So if we're looking for the entries on this particular setup with these EMAs and this price action, I'm looking for EMA 200. Let me just highlight it for you. So EMA 200 is going to be red color. So this is EMA 200. And look at EMA 200 that is developing, just moving up with the price. And you can see that it's pointing exactly on this support region of 36,000. So I'm thinking that we are probably going to have some kind of a price action around these levels that is going to be supported by a lot of buyers and a lot of those people who exited the market recently, or those people who just didn't didn't jump in this ride way big way before, So EMA 200 is pretty solid support line for Bitcoin. You can see here, especially on this picture, that you can see that we had this EMA 200 supports a lot of price action around here. Here you can see that the puncture, but uh, in most of the cases, if we go into trending markets, the Bitcoin even don't touch the EMA 200. Happens so rarely in trending market. So in this case, if we're going to touch an EMA 200, that for sure it's going to be good point for entries. Um, if something bad happened, only in this case, then you're going to need to focus on stop loss and all this kind of stuff. Uh, so yeah, as I said in the beginning, just take a look on the news about Binance, about CSC, that what they saying about Binance, what actions they take, and respond respectively to that. Because if they're going to shut down Binance, which is kind of hard to do at the moment, because they're still big, I think they will. If they trying to shut down Binance, they're probably going to give some time for the big players to move around and to switch from Binance to other exchanges. So yeah, just just keep an eye on this news, and everything will be fine. Um, so yeah, EMA 200 is pretty strong. EMA 50, which is blue, let's focus on that as well. EMA 50 in blue. EMA 50 is also really good support line. So let me just show you how it works in Bitcoin when it's just simply trending up, and then how it's working when it's trending down. So let's back way before in 2019 as well, just to see how it's going. So in 2019, you can see that the market had this bottoming phase here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I just refreshed the chart. Let me back where we at. Okay. So in 2019, we had a really solid bottom of the Bitcoin in around $3,000 mark. And you can see on this chart how these EMAs line perfectly below the price action. So while we on the bottom, it had the EMAs was on top of the price. So but when we are reversed from this bottom stage, the EMAs is just aligned perfectly. EMA 50 sitting on top of EMA 200, which is strong bullish sign. So you can see on the 4-hour chart, we are not crossing these lines anytime soon. In 2019 July. So yeah, in July, in mid-July, we had first crossover on these moving averages. So you can see all this bullish move was held by EMA 50, and only once it was tested by EMA 200 here. Let's simply let's highlight this point here and another one here. So when the price even make a top, that it had a retest of EMA 200 as well, then strong pullback. But then okay, we got the sideways, and then we had this EMA crossover once and again and again and again. So what this kind of EMA is telling us, that on bull market we are going to have EMA 50 above EMA 200. This is important rule to follow up. And the same happened after Bitcoin halving. So when we had Bitcoin halving, we had this kind of consolidation phase when Bitcoin just made sideways, nonsense sideways, just boring market. But after all, it managed to start the trend, and the EMAs went in same order, and the price is just, look at this. The price is just simply holding by EMA 50 all the way around. Then EMA 200 almost touch it, in this case. Here we touched it again. Then again, EMA 50, just holding the price, holding the all selling pressure here and there. And then, yes, EMA 200 again. So all this bullish wave was supported by these two lines. And it is pretty simple to follow this. Is really, really simple because, oh, well, all the way up to the $65,000, we had the same um, approach. Just two lines, one chart, one time frame, nothing too crazy, Um, so yeah, and when the price going down, it follows the same rule. So you can see that EMA 50 becomes a resistance line of the price, and EMA 200 as well is resistance. And when the price is breaking out from these lines, when they make crossovers like this, uh, then the price have a reversal. So you can respond pretty quick on these changes in the price. So it is pretty solid um, indicator to just follow up time after time, And right now we are just starting. If you look at this picture, like what I'm showing you, is that we had a multiple crossovers. Crossover one, two, three, like four, five, six, seven. A lot of crossovers here and there. So what it means is means that the price is trying to escape this consolidation and bottoming phase. So when they're trying to escape, it always goes in the sideways, and when it goes sideways, it always have a lot of crossovers on any EMA or any moving average setups that you can have or just imagine. So it is normal. And when the prices start trending, then EMAs just structure it and they just go in one above another, or vice versa if we are in downtrend. So this kind of period which we are now, I think that it is quite important right now for Bitcoin to establish the trend. And you can see that, well, it's just simple as that. If we're going to hold these levels, we are going to just moon. It is pretty simple. It is hard to see that boring price action, nothing moving. Yeah. So, but in any ways, uh, I'm expecting that the price will rebound around EMA 200, and then it will go up. So yeah, on the Bitcoin, let's stop here. And for today, I think that it is important to say a few words about S&P 500, which had a quite impressive gains. Well, all stock market have really good gains in this month, particularly. Well, it is probably because of all of these holidays, Black Fridays, Thanksgiving days. So all of these uh, always have on impact on the markets, and really good impact. The market is growing, and for this year, it's kind of outperforming previous years as well in terms of spending. There is a lot of news that spending in US was about 8% bigger than year before, which is a really strong sign that the markets are quite bullish. And what you need to know about all of these holidays, all of this you know pumping phase after and pre-holidays, that when we have such a big rise in the stock market in November, which is pre-holidays, Thanksgiving Day, and Black Fridays. So after that, markets calm down. It is just a rule that we're going to see some, some kind of pullback here around few hundreds, and probably we're going to resume in December, which is again holiday season, and the pre-holiday season will be probably a little bit bullish, and then I'm kind of expecting that it will just fall down to to reset all of this stuff, to just simply take a breath, um, and probably the end of December and the beginning of January likely will be a little bit red on the stock market. So just prepare on that. And why I'm saying that, it is also important for cryptocurrencies as well. Um, Markets tend to have some kind of pause around January, mid-February. It is quiet period for trading markets. So we'll just keep this in mind. I'm sure it will help you in your trading um, journey. So yeah, guys, I'm going to share once again in our Discord room that we are live, and we still have plenty things to discuss. Let me just share it with our group. Okay, guys, done. So yep, okay, got it. So back to the chart. So on the screen you can see the volume and open interest of CME Bitcoin futures, which is currently trying to approach all-time high. And I think this chart is really interesting and important, especially what I have said about Bitcoin a few minutes ago, that is highly correlates with this chart as well. So now you can see that open interest on CME is around $4 billion. It's still not completed because actually the month is going to complete in 2 days. So, uh, well, anyway, in November 2021, 2 years ago, we had the peak of open interest on CME around $4.3 billion, which is enormous level. And right now we are approaching it again. So let me just for a second back to the Bitcoin chart. I'm going to just simply show you chart without any graphics here. Just imagine that in November 21. So November 21, where is it? It is around here. So November 21 was the all-time high of Bitcoin. The price stuck around 68, $67,000, and open interest was $4.3 billion. Right now we are just simply on $37,000 mark, and we have a same amount of open interest on the Bitcoin futures. Well, I'm thinking that it's just something brewing here, and it is not a coincidence that they have such a big volume here, and the volumes are pretty good as well, pretty dense volumes around. So you can see that we are somewhere in the middle of in something good going to happen. I'm pretty sure that. So if we back to the Bitcoin, we are just on $37,000, and open interest is all-time high. Well, I can only imagine what's going to be open interest level when we're going to break all-time high. Well, it's probably going to be really big. It's probably going to be $10 billion for sure. It is pretty good metrics to follow up right now, and it, it just it just brings this picture to the another level. It's just simply as that. If you just compare these levels, it just saying everything. So I think that it is really positive sign for Bitcoin, and we're going to see another good movement pretty soon. Maybe in the middle of December, we're going to see breakout from $40,000. Well, if nothing bad happened to Binance as well. So yeah, um, guys, I want to mention that if you guys have some questions around the markets or strategies, just type them in the chat box below. Um, we're going to read all of them and answer all of them in the end. So yeah, just simply if you have some questions or thoughts about the market, just share them. Uh, yeah. So in terms of altcoins, let's quickly see the altcoins. For example, Chainlink recent analysis. We have some kind of bull flag here, which is developing. I'm actually see right now that we have another pattern which is just emerging like this. So this is some kind of ascending triangle, which is probably going to be bullish if Bitcoin managed to stay above $37,000. This pattern going to be bullish. So for Link, it is pretty simple. We just focusing on two support regions. So first region is around 12, 13 price mark, and the resistance here is 15, and resistance here is 16, 17 ish price range. So this is the key levels for Link, and if we're going to break these levels as well, we are simply rising up to 20. Yeah. So, and another what we can check, the Solana. So Solana, well, obviously it made a big move here, and well, it is pretty good triangle. You can see that it is a triangle here. So such triangles could be tricky ones. I don't really like descending triangles, to be honest with you guys. It's just not my type of pattern that I'm going to trade. But in terms of what could happen with this triangle, it just simply it could be breakout from the resistance and move up, or it, well, simple as that. It could be breakdown from the support. So just keep an eye on these key levels like 51 and 57. For Solana, it is pretty good zone to follow up right now, because we are just, we just coming to the real right corner of the triangle, and this is tight zone where you can pick up some trades on the breakout. And in terms of how to trade it, well, I'm actually thinking that it would be much more smarter move if you're going to trade it within trend, um, because why I'm saying this is not my favorite triangle, just because it could break down, but I've seen a lot of times when this kind of triangles made a fake out to the downside and just quickly shoot up and make bullish moves. So this is not my favorite triangle. So what I'm trying to say that we are here in the local uptrend. I I just trying to highlight you this channel that we are in rising channel. So if we are in rising channel, that we should trade accordingly to this trend, and such triangle could be breakout to the upside, and we're going to have price action in this triangle, and going to rise like a ladder to the upside. Um, what else to see? A0 is a fresh listing around a few exchanges right now. So what's going to happen here is kind of hard to anticipate right now because, well, you can see that we had really good downtrend, um, downtrend wedge, and after that we had a really big breakout. So currently we are in some kind of broadening wedge, which is kind of tricky pattern as well, just because it could have a rebound here and go to the upside, but I'm currently not expecting that. I'm thinking that price will settle a little bit down, maybe to retest EMA 50. You can see here it's around 1.15 range. So maybe it will just have a small retracement down, then back up again. So just keep an eye on this if you're trading A0. Just make sure that you are following some of these lines. They could help you. Um, so yeah, on 4-hour chart, you can see that this level is coincidence with EMA 200, which we talk a lot about today. So you can use EMA 200 as well, just to verify your levels and your entries or take profits as well. So yeah, what about EGLD? There is pretty much same price structure. Hi-Fi, nothing happened here. So oh well, yeah, XRP is pretty interesting here. Um, Let me just delete all. Okay, on XRP, let's back to the daily chart because it's more dense. You can see that XRP is pretty. It have a pretty substantial rising narrative. It's just simply making some kind of rising channel here, and it is really good. To be honest with you guys, that this is just something to think about. You can see that the price is just having consolidations here, and they all in pretty much same angle. They just line up in the same way. And I think that it is kind of cool because it makes the XRP easier to trade. And right now we are in the same direction, same uh, consolidation angle. So yeah, just waiting for some entries around I don't know 57, 55 ish levels will be good for price rebound here, and then we are going to at least for the middle of the rising. So you can see this middle line. Uh, this is first resistance and first target, and probably we're going to have some kind of rebound around, and maybe we are going to revisit the um, resistance of this channel. So yeah, this is what I'm thinking about XRP. Maybe we are going to have some decent moves around here. And just quick notice that XRP is not just messing around. It If it's pumping, it just make a big candle like this. And well, if you are not prepared for this, you're going to miss it. So yeah, just be ready for anything like this. Um, okay, guys. So if you have some questions, just leave them in the comment box below. Um, if you let's say if you have some coin or stock on the mind which you want to have analyzed, just put them in the chat. I'm going to analyze them for you, and let's discuss what we are thinking about that. Okay, so Fetch AI, it's well, it have pretty decent shape. I think that this is kind of um, this kind of bull flag, something like this, and it just had a breakout from it, and all of this consolidation uptrend, let's name it like this, that it is pretty good continuation model that we have here, triangle. So we had a lot of things like this here. We just simply have a broadening triangle, then we have flags, all kind of stuff. This is just a full of technical chart. It is really good. And right now we are sitting around the EMA 50, which is probably going to support this triangle. And I'm just kind of expecting that it's going to have some good rebound here. So yeah, so Fetch AI is pretty good looking chart. And always beware of fake outs, and just to manage the risks, always put some kind of stop loss, and some kind of confirmation levels around the breakout to the downside. Just cut your trades. Don't sit with losing trades. Just cut them quickly, and then you're good to go for another try. So yeah, um, there is a EMA 200, which could be a support line. It's going to be, well, around 043 or around 042, something like this. This could be a good support level for the fetch if it's going to fake out to the upside and then just go down. So anyway, it is a good setup here. I'm pretty sure that it's going to pump up, probably around 65, 60, no, 60, up to 60. So if you're going to measure the base of this triangle, around 25% move. So we are 64, 60. It is good zone for take profit here. Really decent setup, actually. I really like it. Okay. And guys, today in our newsletter, we shared our feature strategy, which was a super trend, an EMA crossover or confirmation. It is really decent strategy. You can see that it using it's using super trend indicator, it's using EMAs for confirmations and enhancing the signals which coming from super trend line. So, and it is pretty simple to replicate it in your account as well. So just simply find the super trend in EMA crossover in your templates library like this. So you can open up and scroll it down, but I'm going to use search function. So super trend and EMA crossover or confirmation. This is really good. Um, this is really good strategy. It is not used so often, so just maybe you should try it on your account. Just simply open up it, make some changes if you wish, and try to backtest a few assets. For example, on Ethereum, it's really making really solid profits, especially when we comparing to buy and hold. So if you're going to buy Ethereum in the end of 2017 and you're going to hold it until today, you will just have like 3 3.7x on your holdings. But if you're going to use this strategy, it will generate a lot more profits and a lot of more return on investment. Here it's making decent trades. So let's see full result report here. You can see just recently it had another entry on Ethereum around 1,700 level, which is good, which is good level because right now we are seeing around 2,000. And yeah, the chart is full of trades and full of decent trades. I think that here's good entries. Some entries are not good, but well, it is normal for anybody to have some kind of good and bad trades. But overall, the trades are super decent. And just look at these entries; they are really good, especially here. It just enter it on the bottom, and you can see it enter it on the really bottom, and then just pump it up with the price. So it's a really good strategy. Just try it for yourself and figure out maybe other assets are suitable for this strategy as well, or maybe some tweaks in the settings will help out to make even better results. And if you using our platform, just share your backtesting results in our Discord channel, which is really warm community where you can share all of your ideas, and we are going to help you or discuss how to improve on that, or maybe learn from new something from you that is really good for everybody. So yeah, guys, I think we're going to wrap up today live stream. Um, so we had a really dense week around Binance Exchange last week, and this week is just starting. So I think that this week is going to have some impact on the cryptocurrencies and stock market as well. So if you trade in cryptos, just watch for the $37,000 level. It is really important zone, and the 36 $300 and $36,000 are key support levels for this week. So make sure you are keeping an eye on that. And for those who trading stocks, well, make sure that you are aware of um, some kind of pause on the market, maybe some sluggish market around here, around 450. Uh, so yeah, just make sure that you are taking profits, especially if you entered stocks in the beginning of the month. That some profits should be really good to fix around these levels, and maybe in the middle of December we're going to pick up another run. So yeah, and once again, the really important thing about um, Bitcoin open interest around CME, which is approaching all-time high once again. It is really strong signal for the market. That's why I'm saying that 37,000 probably going to hold. And then we're going to have another big bull run around the cryptocurrencies. So yeah, guys, I think it's it for today. I'm really glad you joined us today, and make sure you just hit this thumbs up button below the video. Leave your comments in box below, and obviously join our Discord channel. All links will be in this description. So yeah, Thank you guys for watching us today. Have a nice and profitable week. See you on the next week. Okay, guys. Goodbye.